And hello everyone, I hope you've been enjoying the videos. We here at sloggyhikes are going to try to step up our game a little. We made a little investment. I just purchased the Insta360 One X2. It is a 360-degree camera, and the really cool thing about it is that it comes with this, well, you have to purchase it separately obviously as an accessory, but this invisible selfie stick. So as you're hiking, you can actually attach it to your bag or hold it out and you cannot see the selfie stick. So it's almost a drone effect, 360-degree drone effect that you can look at. There's some really cool videos out there, especially people doing like narrow hikes and things like that. What comes to mind for me is Knife Edge up at Baxter State Park. I think this would be awesome to do a video of that with this. So let's get this thing unboxed. All right. When I first open it up, looks pretty cool. Kind of get that eyeball there. It's not super heavy, very small. You can see compared to my hand, it's probably about maybe 4 inches in length, maybe a couple inches wide, but it is pretty neat. It's got the screw-in part there in the bottom for the selfie stick. Let's take a look at the invisible selfie stick, which is said right on it. It's invisible. Pretty neat. Got a ski trip planned into Baxter State Park in a couple days, so I plan to take it in there. It's a 114 centimeter selfie stick. So that'd be a good length, I think, to do once I figure out how to get it undone. And there you have it. It's a good length. It adjusts real easy. So if you just want to have it in front of you like this, one thing I know I've read is you want to make sure that the camera is always parallel to the selfie stick. That way the stick remains invisible. So really excited to try this out and do a few videos on it, as well as take pictures. I guess the picture quality on this is quite awesome as well. So really looking forward to that. Let's try it out. Okay, let's see what this thing can do. We are at the parking lot of a local hike that I do a lot, locally known as Chick Hill. It's a nice little loop trail, and I thought it would be a perfect one to bring the One X2 out and give it a little trial. So there's a road that you can go up and down to the summit. There's a cell tower. But we're going to take the trail up. It goes up to a smaller summit, then you go down into a little valley, then up to the high summit. Let's fire this thing up and see what we've got. So I've never really recorded before with a selfie stick, so it's obviously going to take some trial and error, but like I said, this is a good hike to try it on. especially on a sunny day. I have an opportunity to mess around with the exposure and some other settings like that. So yeah, it's another piece of gear to carry, obviously, but I think it's pretty cool so far. It'll be fun to get back home and go through these and edit them. There'll probably be more that I cut than keep, though. Well, at this point, I really have no idea how these recordings are going, to be honest. In my mind, they're really cool, and I also tried a couple of pictures. Supposedly, the Insta360 One X2 takes incredible pictures, so we shall see. We've got a lot of work left ahead of us, though. We've got to get up to that tower up there, so we'll have plenty of chances to try it out some more. It's just a practice run. I'm hoping you can see me and you're not looking at trees, because the plan is to have me on the screen right now. We'll see how that works out. All right, now we are starting our ascent back up to the tower. Slow down here a little bit and take in just a beautiful day. It's a perfect day to test out the camera for sure. I don't think I could have got a better one. I was able to do away with the gloves, which is nice. We will probably be hitting considerable ice in this next part, unless it all melted yesterday. It'd be interesting to see. Threw on my crampons on my boots just in case, especially for around stuff like this. It's not, and you can't quite get all the rock, but there's ice there too, so better to be safe than sorry. Oh, I got a marker tree down there. We'll go around it. I might have to come back up here in 2 or 3 months and chainsaw it up if somebody doesn't do it. I'm really curious to see what the quality of the video will look like. On my camera here, I shoot in 1080p for one reason is just storage space, especially when I was on the trail, because 4K just takes up so much room, and the videos take a long time to upload as well when you don't have good internet. The Insta360 One X2 that I'm using today has a max resolution of 5.7K, and that's what I'm shooting in today. I don't even know if the human eye can distinguish between, you know, anywhere between 4K and 8K, so it'll be neat to sit down on my iPad and compare videos. I'd try a couple different angles here, see how I look from this side. I think it's one of those things that you just gotta trial and error and get used to what angles, lengths of the stick, etc. you need to apply. It's definitely different from shooting with an iPhone. One cool feature that I can tell I'm going to like already on the Insta360 is if the camera's off, you can just hit record and you can set it to a timer, seconds, minutes, never of when you want it to go to sleep and turn off. So I've got it on a minute now, so after this records for a minute, it will stop and then turn the camera off, which is neat because I don't have to worry about remembering to turn it off and losing battery. Very handy indeed. At the top, it is quite windy, so I'll be interested to see how this noise cancellation works out from the wind. I know on the iPhone it's terrible, but maybe up here with this camera it might not be too bad, so we shall see. Nice a view from up here though. Sure. We are now working our way out down the road. As you can see, it's very well traveled by the snowmobiles, which makes it great hiking down because it's all nice and flat. We got a little bit ways to go here. There's actually a trail off to the left just after this next telephone pole here that will take you back up to that first summit that we went to. If you want to go back up that way, go down the path. I prefer loops, so we're going to stay on this and make our way to the car. I'm anxious to get back, get into Sloggy Studios and see what we've come up with here. Hopefully it's not a lot of just static and dark screens. We shall see.